Morning, I'm Mayor Christine Fraser for the Township of Spallumcheen. I'm here to talk about our snow removal policies a little bit. We have over 200 kilometers of roads in the township that are maintained by our 4 public works employees. So they maintain those according to our policies, and we'll now go into some of those policies and what that entails.
I'm Brent Stowards, the Public Works Foreman for the Township of Spallumcheen. Priority ones, we leave 5 a.m. that day, unless there's calls throughout the night. We do have someone on call for emergency services. But yeah, we started at the priority ones. It takes about 3 hours. If the snow is quit by then, we start on the 2s while hitting the 1s again if possible. Otherwise, there is some days, the real heavy ones, where we have to stick to the 1s just to keep those open. But we get there. We try to do everything within 24 hours of the starting of the storm. Priority 1 roads are plowed first. These roads have higher volumes of traffic and are bus routes. These roads have an asphalt surface and receive salt. The amount of salt determined not generally the quantity of snow, but the temperature for the last week, previous week, and the temperatures upcoming. On a typical snow event, the plow trucks leave here at 5 with a full load of salt if the temperatures are -6, unless we'll do it at -8 if it's warming or forecasted to warm up throughout the day. We usually complete that within 2 to 3 hours, barring any breakdowns or having a chain up or any unforeseen issues. Once the priority route is complete, the operator returns to the shop where they fill up with sand, or they'll check in with each other and see if we can get some salt out quicker to the priority ones if somebody's had trouble or broke down. Priority 2 roads are plowed second, have less volume of traffic, and are not bus routes. These roads have asphalt, seal coat, and gravel surfaces, and they receive sand. It's important not to salt the gravel roads, as it will just bring the frost up, create potholes and mud, and generally put the road in poor condition. On a typical snow event day, a plow operator leaves about 8 o'clock, 8:30, depending on breakdowns and unforeseen stuff. We can complete the priority 2s in another 3 to 4 hours. And that takes about a load of sand per route. We're broken into 4 sectors. By now the salt should have had time to work or start slushing up a bit. Provided it's not colder than -9, it's actually -6. 6 is the more accurate number, otherwise we have to use so much salt that it's not feasible. The salt is applied to the crown of the road, which has a 3% slope. Traffic and slope allow the salt to work downhill and turn the ice into slush. Some people ask, so why are we high blading through the priority 1s or the 2s? That's because the salt hasn't had time to take effect yet, and we don't want to scrape it off before it has time to work. So assuming everything goes well, after that we'll take another 2 hours and pick up any priority 2s that are left, or flatter side roads that we haven't got to yet, and we'll slush off the mains as we go. Finish off cleaning the wider sections of the intersections. Generally, hills, corners, they might get extra salt, but shaded spots take longer to clear off. That's why we like to have our brushing done so it's wider, the sun can get in, and then the salt can take effect a little better. The blades don't turn on ours, so if we're stuck with just 4 trucks out, it comes off to the passenger side of the vehicle, and there's nothing we can do about that. We can't turn the blade, or we can't pull in or lift up. So we don't want to leave roads. We don't want to leave snow on the road, so it has to go somewhere, and that unfortunately is to the right. Once the snow has stopped and everything's all cleaned up, then we will bring out the grader or the tractor, and we'll start pushing snowbanks back, wing and back shoulders, and then we will do our subdivisions, and we try to send a loader out with the grader at that time so we're not leaving piles in the driveways. And that's basically how we try to get it done.